Hello everyone, I'm Mertad and I am very excited because like half an hour ago I released a version of Multimeter, and this feature contains some possibilities for you to do load tests along with other tests as well. So from previous demos we have this project that contains a couple of files. You can follow the playlist. But for now, I can say that two files are important here for us. So API, which is like an echo API, this URL is coming from the environment variable that we have here. And now it is set to test.mmt.dev, which is an echo API. If I come here and send, you can see that I'll get whatever I send back. And we have a test that actually makes sure if we send hi, we get hi back. So these two are important things. And now I'm gonna set up a load test around this and to check, how many calls we can have per minute or per second. So I just need to create a new file. I'll call it loadtest.mmt. And now in the magic box, we have another type, load test, right after the suite. So, we can go to the load test. You can see that we have title, tags, and description. This is like the same. For the test, in the test tab, we have also a select box. It's like text field to pass the load test file. And we have also load tab, which actually we can here specify our load parameters. Environments is like the environments that we can set to this load test to run, exactly like the things that we have for suite. And export is for specifying what kind, actually the report, how we want them. We have like four main a format like HTML, XML, JUnit XML, Markdown, and also MMT for load tests as well. But the characteristics are different. I can show you later. Let's get here. Okay, for load test, we have an error and it says repeat and test are mandatory fields. So for repeat, basically, probably that you can do the same things here as well, but I just want to use the YAML section this time. So for repeat, you can pass both integer and also a time. So if you write something like 100, means that you want these tests to be run for 100 iterations. Also, you can change it to 100s, means I want these tests to be repeated for 100 seconds. So let's change it to S. You can also have M and H for minutes and hour. So that is also fine. But for this one, let's keep it short for 10 seconds. I think it's enough. Okay. Next parameter that was mandatory was test. So here we need to pass a test file to be repeatedly called for 10 seconds. So I want to pass regression test that we have here, regression test.mmt. So basically that is it. We have a load test. If I get back from edit mode, you can see I have a load test. We have some metrics here, basically like suites, but we have another box here called thread. We have test, and we specified that, we're gonna repeat this for 10 seconds. So what I will get if I just run it? Basically, yes, it is working. And with the limitations that we have in VS Code, you can see that we reached requests per second is like 23 requests per second. 100% of success. So everything is fine. Let's just modify other fields that we have here, like threads. So how many threads I want to have for the test. This number will specify that. So let's format. Threads should be before repeats. So now I specified I want 100 threads to run at the same time and call the same endpoint. So if I run now, you can see that I reached like 84 requests per second. No, requests per second is 1,921. You can see it here, the left number, and the response time is 84 milliseconds. All tests are passed, and we have like 0% of fail. Also, you can see the number of threads raised to 100 and got back to 0. So you have other options in this load test as well. And one of the important one is rampup. Rampup basically means that I want to gradually raise the number of threads to see where it breaks or something like that. So for rampup, I want to specify 5-second rampup. Let's raise the number of threads to 200 and see where we see the first breaks. Basically, I think you cannot reach that number here in VS Code, but you have the option to use TestLite, which is like command line based version of Multimeter to reach higher numbers. On my personal computer, like it's a Mac M1, I could reach 5,000 requests per second just using TestLite. And also I'm calling my endpoint, which is like a free endpoint on Cloudflare. So maybe the limitation is coming from that endpoint as well. But in VS Code, what you'll get is not real, how can I say, not real threads, but it tries to run the test simultaneously using, parallel running features. But it actually can help you to reach the numbers that we already see, like 1,000 requests per second, sometimes more than enough for you. But you can have more as well. And there are some other features coming to the way that you can, have to use TestLite basically as a load generator. So yeah, you can have multiple TestLites on different machines and just control them from here. But let's get back to rampup. Now, if I run the request, you can see that gradually the number of threads are raising, and after 5 seconds we reach to 200 threads, and still we're like 100% 5, but this time we reached almost like 2,000 requests per second, which is like good. So yes, the last thing I'm going to show is that you can have also exports here. So you want the reports to be exported, and you can have multiple types of exports. I use folder export to have all of them in one folder because I want to remove them. I'm not going to commit them in my repository. But let's have it like report.mmp. This is like the first one. And let's have export/report.md Markdown. Let's copy it for saving time. HTML and also XML, which is JUnit export. So format document, and you can see, okay, export should come before test. So yep, this is it. And now if I run the test, after the test is finished, we need to wait for 10 seconds. Yeah, you can see I have export folder and I have 4 kind of reports. So same parameters that we have here, we will have in report.mmt as well. yeah, basically completely the same. So this can be also committed in your, for example, imagine that you're running this for longer time in your CI/CD pipeline. And later, after the test finish, you can commit this in a branch in your repository, and it will stay there forever, showing okay, last change that you had there. Yeah, you will have like load test based on your feature branch, or I don't know, main branch. Yeah, this is up to you. This is one of the reports that we can have, reports output actually. The other report output is MD format. Let me go to preview mode. And yeah, basically you have the same, started, ended, duration, results, and yeah, basically you have XY charts here as well. For viewing that, you need to install Mermaid. Okay, refresh. Now it is working. And you can see that I have like 4 charts that representing the charts that I have in other formats. I mean, MNT and also HTML. So for HTML, we need to use a browser, revealing Finder. Let me open it up. Yes. So here also we have the same reports that we have as other formats, but in a HTML format. So that's it. Please take a look. I'm going to keep the test light, basically running the load test based on test light to next demos, because I didn't have any demo for test light yet, and I'm not gonna start with load testing with test light. Yeah, they have like some basic features that needs to be explained first. But yeah, as I said, I was excited to share this with you, and I hope you enjoyed it. So thank you. Have a good time.